Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play. As you can see, today we're going to look into The Swindle, a steampunk cybercrime caper, a game developed by Size5 Games, especially Dan from Size5 Games, who I have contacted, and he has kindly permitted me to do this Let's Play. As you can see in the statistics on the, I don't have a mouse cursor here, in the lower left corner of the window there, I am not the best player of this game, but it's a bloody great game. Okay, that being said, let's just look at the controls. We're not going to do any tutorials or anything. So it's WASD, space, M, B, V, and N. Okay, and shift. We're going to use that quite a lot. So, and then there is a bit of in-game tutorial. It's not much. We will not continue our game. We will actually play a new game. And while that's being prepared, I have something to announce, as usual when I do this. I will not be around for the next week, so the week you're seeing those videos on, so I will probably do The Swindle in those next 4 days. So Monday through Thursday, and probably also Friday, because I don't know when I'll be back. So I'll just prepare those videos, and I'll toss them up and have them scheduled. And yeah, depending on how this goes, we will continue the series. This is going to be one of the more finite series because, well, you'll see from the story. Okay, so let's dive right in. London, 1849. In 100 days, Scotland Yard will activate their breakthrough artificial intelligence technology. Codename the Devil's Basilisk. Its surveillance capabilities will be total. If the project is complete, your career as a master burglar will be untenable. We don't want that to happen, right? Steal it before that can happen. Okay, I'll try. You have 100 days. Yeah, so that's basically why this is going to be a somewhat shorter Let's Play. Because I'll only do one better thing. So, okay, we can move around with WASD here. We can jump. This is our airship, which for some reason Scotland Yard is unable to detect already. And there is a clock, so we cobbled together a clock that tells us we still have 100 days. This here is our upgrade computer thing. I believe we can't access it yet because we don't have... we can. Yeah, hold B to activate workbench. I was standing too far away. So we have a whole lot of upgrades. All of those do something very specific. So we'll get into that, I suppose, when we are done with this heist. Just okay, and I think M is we can't melee on board here, so we'll just hold B to activate a new heist. We can only access the slums. So one of those upgrades we need to do is the security clearance of our airship. Right now we can only go into the slums. Nestled in the underbelly of old London town, where Big Ben's chimes strike hardest, lies a vast network of ramshackle housing known as the slums. Oligarchs of New Belgravia and the ruling elite have squeezed the proletariat well out of the capital's booming property market, and as such desolate little shanty towns crop up wherever there's space. There's simple pickings here for a thief with low morals and lower expectations, but no one's getting rich robbing the poor. So, yeah, each of those districts has a higher security clearance, which we need to buy. And obviously, they'll have more money, but they'll also be guarded a lot better. But we'll get into that as we progress. Now, the game is a roguelike, so it's it should probably go into the Tuesday slot, but I will toss that in as a special for now. Okay, so Henry Beresford here. And now we can melee. So we have this little melee attack. We can do all sorts of fun things. We can... I can't cling to that yet. We can wall jump and then climb on that. We can open doors, I think, with B. Let's do that, and let's knock this guy over. And then we have the... this is basically the objective here. This is the computer. We can also steal those bits of money that lie around over there, for example, but you definitely want to get the computers first, or most of all, because those have a big payout, which we can't yet access, so forget what I just said. Okay, there's also shift to sneak, which allows us to, well, sneak, which comes in very handy, and I see there are 2 computers in this thing. You definitely don't want to get hit, get found, by the way. There are 2 computers here. That kind of sucks, because we need an upgrade to actually hack computers, and it's one of the first things we definitely want to have. There's also an upgrade that lets you look down and see more, so everything can be upgraded here. And you also want to make sure that you don't fall too deep. At least not without the, you guessed it, appropriate upgrades. Because that will kill you as well, and your thief only has 1 life, and 1 health, essentially. Okay, I think if I sneak like this, I'll be able to access that. Now you can just go down windows, or you can knock down windows as well as you go. And as you can see there, the police robots have a visibility cone, which you don't want to be in. They don't care if their colleagues, brethren, whatever, are knocked out, so that they won't actually mind the bodies of their fellow bots, but you do want to be away from their line of sight. Now those are the very, very simple police bots. I don't know if they have a special name. We don't earn anything for knocking them out, as of yet. There is an upgrade that does that as well. So we'll get into the whole upgrading process very, very soon. Can't jump up there yet. Don't like. So we'll just jump that. And I think that is all the money we can get out of this, sadly. So we'll just try to cheese it here. One last look. We can't go over there because we couldn't jump that. So there's something to be said about getting out of a heist alive. Okay, we'll return to the airship for now. This is our final report here. We stole 66% of all the cash, have 99 days remaining. We got 220 gold out of this. Now, if you've paid attention earlier, you've seen that the money was divided into the hall and into the bank account. Money you stole is only added to your account when you actually make it back to the airship. If you don't, well, there's nothing to be gained. Okay, so one thing we definitely want is the ability to hack, which is here. This allows us to hack computers and the basic security measures. If we had that in the last heist, we would have been so much richer here, because there was easy access to 2 computers. This has, most upgrades have several tiers which allow you to do different things, and it's pretty damn recommended to upgrade those as soon as possible. You can also hack faster. Hacking is a bit of a mini game. This allows us to get more money out of hacking. Melee strength is also pretty good because you will encounter strong enemies which won't be knocked out by one simple hit. You can smash doors and windows, which makes it quicker. Bionic eyes. This allows you to look up and down and actually see more stuff. Right now, I can hit up and I can push up and down. It won't do anything. It's a teleporter. As you can see, it's bloody expensive, so I don't know if we'll actually see that. You can access a variety of tools as well. So there are your simple bombs, which allow you to basically blow up a piece of wall. They also allow you to blow up enemies, but you have to be really careful with what you do. Because if you, for example, I think if you blow up a computer or later on will encounter security rooms, those will give you away and alert the police. That's something I hope I will not show you in this video, but we'll probably get to it sooner or later. Okay, then we have bugs, which are pretty damn great. I definitely want those very, very soon. And yeah, the rest is also pretty amazing. So all of those tools are very, very useful. And as you can see, some of those are rather cheap, like double jumping for 600. definitely want that very soon. We'll probably get that before we go out of the slums. But yeah, there is no upgrade that I found to be really lacking in usefulness. I mean, obviously, some of those I have never seen before, like the hack station. I never got that. Police interference. That yeah, if you, for example, enter the visibility code of those bots, and they will alert Scotland Yard, and you will you have a certain amount of time before the police arrives with full force, and they do mean full force when they say that. For now, let's get the hacking ability though, which is very reasonably priced. So you actually don't only need like 100, actually pounds. It should be pounds. I hope it didn't say dollars there. Just check that quickly. Yeah, it says pounds. I was worried they would be paying in dollars. That shouldn't happen in 1849. Anyway, yeah, it's very reasonably priced, so you know you kind of have to buy that first. And now that we have that, let's go back into the slum, so we'll get another randomly generated... I was about to say dungeon, but no, we'll get a randomly generated mansion. Which, by the way, can later on be very, very expansive as well. Can be flipping huge. Okay, knock him out. I almost hit the wrong button there. Now, hacking is pretty simple. You stand next to it when it says hack, and you hit B. And then you have to press down, and left, and right. And basically whatever the thing tells you to. You have to be kind of quick, and there is a variety of things you actually have to hack. Also open doors for the policemen. Those will go until they hit an obstacle and then not move any further. So you can use doors to lure them wherever you want to. I also apparently suck at getting those to go where I need them to. Okay, now this one is going to be a bit trickier. I don't want to go there. Since I don't have the cling to walls upgrade, I kinda have to keep jumping here. Okay, knock this guy out. There is the door. I want to open that. Most of those houses have 2 doors or 2 entries. This one only has 1 for... no, this one has 2, but there are sometimes houses that will have only 1 real entry and also sometimes inaccessible rooms, so eventually you actually have to buy bombs and stuff to get around, or to access everything that's lootable. You didn't have to knock out every cop, by the way. You should have a not jump in that, and it's very easy to make mistakes in this game. But I believe that's actually everything we can get from here. Let's quickly go over the roof. By the way, you see those kind of markings going away from a character when I jump without sneaking. That is going to come in I think the 3rd area, where the enemy robots will have kind of auditory sensors as well, so they can pick it up when you make noise. So we stole 97% of all the money, which means we now have enough money to actually buy more upgrades. Your first heists will be, or your money will essentially go into upgrades all the time. Okay, so let's see. We have wall jumping, which allows you to stop mid-slide. It says mid-slide, but you can essentially stop whenever you want. Okay, movement speed is also kinda nice, but not that necessary. And I know I said there is no unnecessary skill here, but yeah, there are some that you definitely want, like double jump is, in my opinion, a must-have. And sadly that uses up most of our money again. So yeah, the game is pretty quick to get into. And it can get very, very hard. So right now we're in the very easy area, and we'll do another heist. And one thing you have to keep in mind is the more heists you succeed in, as you can see now we have 1 heist successful, I think the more difficult the game will get, but you'll also make more money. There is a thing there, a computer. We definitely want that, so we'll knock you out and knock you out. Then we'll hack this. If we had the bug, we could actually drop that here, and it would keep generating money for us. Obviously, the higher level or higher area or district you are in, the more money they will generate. Ooh, I just got that one. Sometimes you're a bit too slow and they turn around, and that kinda sucks, because then you have to... Oh yeah, they can also look out of those windows, so... You have to be careful when you do that. They will have a never open doors. Let's actually go... Ooh, that was close. A bit too close for comfort, actually. Let's knock in that window. And that's one of the mistakes I tend to make very often. I just jump too high. Or I don't think you can actually regulate your jump height too well. So I often end up jumping too high and right into the line of sight of a police robot, which never ends well. By the way, this, I think, is a fall that would kill you if you wouldn't stick to the wall. So never jump down random holes. That's a strange security advice from me. But yeah, we'll hack this computer as well. So it's down and right and right. That's it. So we have about 1,400 monies now. Pounds, rather. By the way, that on the left side there, also a lethal drop. And it took me a while to figure out that you can hold shift while approaching a ledge and not fall down it, or and then automatically stick to the wall. Which is just like Prince of Persia, not like Pokemon for once. I will get to that. And yeah, you're essentially a lot safer. Like before that, I would try to walk off those ledges. Oh, that was too close. I'll not go there. There shouldn't be too much left to steal. So yeah, before that, I would just like walk to those ledges and then hope I'll get back to the wall before I smash to my death. And let's say it didn't work out most of the time. Okay, we now have more funds, and since we have some successful heists, we also gain a bit of a kind of a combo bonus after each heist. So we make more money, but as soon as we die, that bonus is reset to 0. There's also a rather nice upgrade that is over here, the scrapyard, which costs 25 grand, but this allows you to make money for every bot you knock out. Okay, we could get the hacking too, which is kinda nice. So you can actually hack locked doors. And I think we actually may encounter those in the next few stages, but for now we'll probably want to get the wall jumping first. I want to buy that, yes. And I also want to buy the... And those goggles are also very useful, especially this one, the computer locator app, which I don't think was a thing in 1849, but here it is. So yeah, those two are pretty essential in my opinion. That one not so much, but you definitely want to know where the computers are. Or you want to get the level scanner, so that shows you where everything is, like all the random bits of money. So that's kind of useful, but one of the things you definitely want to locate, especially later on, are the security stations and the obviously the computers, because those are where the money lives. In order to hack security stations, you'll have to get the level 3 hacking, so we're about 23,000 money short of that. But so far, we're doing well, and I think I'll invest in higher movement speed as well. Okay, there is no upgrade for our own health. There is this falling upgrade here for 50,000, which will allow us to survive deeper falls. But more of that next time, so do feel free to let me know what you think, and if you liked this game. One sad thing though is as soon as you die, you get another thief who will pick up where your old thief, in this case Henry Beresford, left off. And I do like the look of Henry Beresford here. And so some of those other thieves are... they just don't look this old gentleman burglar-like. I really dig this look. I mean, look at him with a fancy moustache and all. This is one classy burglar, and many of the later burglars you end up using because Henry Beresford met his unfortunate end. Well, they just don't look that posh. So I just like to keep this guy alive as long as possible. Anyway, that's it for the first episode. I'll do like 3 more now, probably 4 more now, and I'll see you all when I get back. So I'll still try to, by the way, I still try to read and reply to all the comments, but since it's in the Lusitanian region again, I'm not sure how well my internet connection will be, or if I will have internet at all. So I can't make any promises. I'll try to be around, so if you have my Discord, or only very few of my subscribers have my Discord, or if you want to contact me on Steam, I will try to get those notifications, but I really can't make any promises. Well, I do promise that I will read and certainly reply once I get back. But yeah, next week will be short on uploads and updates from me. But yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you all in the next video. So in that case, for you this will be tomorrow, for me this will be in about 30 seconds. Bye!